Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This one is going to be a very difficult video for me. I've been debating how to do this for a couple days now. And I know you've seen the title. It is Charlie, Kirk, and the Galactic Federation. And I just wanted to video what me and my coven have channeled. I want to first start that I do not align with any of Charlie Kirk's politics, that I do not condemn hatred or racism, that I do not believe these type of ideologies are actually just different opinions. I am not a Democrat or a liberal, but I am a leftist. I am a socialist, so I believe in universal education, healthcare, I'm a socialist. So to say that I was angry with Charlie was an understatement. I was very angry. I am very angry, actually, still. However, I am a spiritual person. I am a spiritual being, and I'm a psychic medium, and I'm able to go beyond the 3D. So we channeled him. I will first start saying that I feel like we channeled his higher self. So it was, more than Charlie as a person. It was his higher self. I will say that if you're awakened and you're real awakened, you would understand this reading or channeling. If it doesn't resonate with you, move along. I don't want to spew hatred. In fact, this whole time I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna attract the wrong audience. Like, I do not want that. Charlie knows that. So, and he better be grateful I'm doing this. Which is ironic. I find it very ironic that he hated people like me, and still witches and spiritualists, people like me, are the ones he talks to. He gets to talk to in the afterlife. However, I want to start with how this happened. So I have my own coven, and honestly, my coven we just started, so it's very witchiness 101. We were just going to do a normal cleansing, and I was going through teaching my members, this time it was just me and another member, just because the other one couldn't make it. I'm just teaching my lesson about cleansing, like just normal cleansing 101. And at the end of the lesson, I'm like, okay, we're gonna do a method. Like, what method do you want to do to cleanse? And we chose visualization. My other coven member, she's very good with Reiki, with energy. So I didn't know that, but we were learning that with each other. And well, first, I'm actually, I might change the title to like Puerto Rico, Charlie Kirk, and the Galactic Federation, which are very weird things to put together. But if you're spiritual and awakened, you would understand that countries have their own energy. And it was like the Alliance of Puerto Rico was talking to us, and it was saying that it was going to be free. So yeah, and to send a lot of love, a lot of loving energy towards Puerto Rico, because it's going to a transformation right now. While we were doing this and we were, visualizing cleansing with each other, Charlie comes through, and my friend and I are very against Charlie. And my friend was very definitely more putting boundaries with Charlie, like, okay, Charlie, you can go now. But he was telling us a lot of things which I feel like are important to tell. First, he was using a lot of Star Wars references. I don't know if Charlie does like Star Wars. I remember seeing like a small clip of him saying that Hayden Christensen wasn't like a good actor for Anakin, and I remember telling him like, dude, you're just full of bad takes. Like, I won't lie to y'all and say that I was like, Charlie, you're a very astounded man. Like, no, I definitely was like, you caused a lot of pain. I showed him, like, I projected images of Palestine in his head, and like the people he's hurt, and he definitely feels sorry. He said that it was not about empathy towards him, but about forgiveness, because he didn't think holding any hate would really do us any good. Like, now that he's, not in his body, he could see it broader. Like, he showed me a lot of Anakin, so like Star Wars. So he was showing me Anakin, and if you know Star Wars, Anakin's story is like, he wanted to do good, right? He wanted to save Padme out of love, but what he didn't realize is that he had Palpatine, the government, manipulating him. And even though he was trying to do good, he actually went deeper into the dark side. So he was kind of showing me that, like, he had like a Palpatine in his ear, and he thought he was doing good. However, now he's seeing he didn't. He was actually causing more divide and harm. And he did apologize to me, at least. I don't know about the collective, but he did say sorry to me, and I felt a really high vibration. I felt like he was like a priest in a past life, and I'll mention that in a little bit. Sorry. And he showed me government officials, and he showed me a raptor face, but I think that was like the easiest thing for me to colorate. It was like a raptor face, so like a reptilian. Okay, if I've lost you here, you can leave. Please don't leave any hate comments. He showed me a reptilian behind these government officials, and they kept saying the Anunnaki is controlling the government. They made it hard for us to be high vibrational. We think we connect with each other when we really don't. It went deep. It went really deep of how these reptilian beings control the government. And Anakin was a victim, right? And so was he, in an extent. I know a lot of people are not gonna like that when I said that. I just felt that. But it was just kind of like he was being allowed to redeem himself in the afterlife. A lot of people don't feel good about that. Like, why didn't you do that in life? Again, he kept giving me Star Wars references where it felt like he was being really manipulated. But he said that holding that hatred in your heart is not good. So I personally decided to forgive him. You can feel however you feel. I'm not saying to do anything towards Charlie. Again, I condone him. Condemn him. I was like, dude, like, that was fuck. Like, all these things was messed up. However, I agree with him. And so he showed me himself as a priest. And he showed me, I'll show you a picture. He showed me like Dr. Strange, like, he showed me I'll show the picture like this, but he was in a priest outfit, and he was going like this, and he kept telling me, like, we can't meet hatred with hatred. Like, I kept seeing two red lifesavers hitting each other. Like, so whatever, I'm going on a tangent, but it was a lot of Star Wars references. So yeah, that was very interesting. And he's right, like, we can't meet hatred with hatred. How are we going to change the world with hatred? That's what they want us to do. They want us to divide us even more with hatred. And yeah, so that was that part with him. I will say he's very stubborn. He was like, no, you're going to listen to this. And my friend was just kind of like, whoa, dude. I will say he was kind of funny. And I really did like the Star Wars references. Maybe that's how he got me there. I know a lot of people probably will think I don't have a backbone. Again, I just don't want to hold that hatred in my heart, like he said. And he also told me, and he showed me, like, every time I think of people I don't like or people I hate, to imagine a orb of light, of golden or pink light around them, especially, confirmation, I'm getting itchy, especially around government officials. And I heard to do it every morning as well. And that's why on honesty, that is why I wanted to do this. In all honesty, that's why I wanted to do this video, because I feel like we need to do that. And then we need to do that in places where there's war, genocide, where it's like low vibrational. I feel like we all need to visualize golden and or pink light around these places and around these people that we do not like. Of course, I'm not saying condone their actions, but and hold them accountable. Like, there's many people like me who are not receptive of his energy and are telling him to back off, and rightfully so. And honestly, rightfully so. So this part is gonna get wookie because this is like 3. My phone went out of storage again. Hopefully I'll edit this together and it won't show. But after he talked to us, let me explain. After he talked to us, we went out to a spaceship, the Galactic Federation. And I've been before, however, this was the first time where I could actually see more visuals. My coven member, she couldn't see as much, but she saw the same colors I was describing in the pictures I was describing. And we got some activation codes, and we became official members of the Galactic Federation. So if you're also part of the Galactic Federation and you watch this video, let me know. Comment down below. I had a great time. I'm here, Mantis. Mantis is one of my most known members for me that I've seen before anytime I went to visit. Yeah, they were just telling me to be more like Padme. It was just funny. Again, they were definitely trying to make us laugh a lot. They're like, you are a Galactic Federation member, and then they put like a sticker like that, and it was so funny. Because my friend was freaking out too, so they were just trying to lighten up the mood, and they didn't like that we're aliens. They told us that we were all family. Because I kept trying to put like little units, and like, no, everybody's family. We were all family, and yeah, like, it was our mission to do this Reiki type of healing to people that we do not like, that we hate, in places that need our help. And I actually was told Palestine is going to be free. I was told a thing about Puerto Rico. It was awesome. I did kind of look like Star Wars. Like, I remember, those rooms in the spaceships with the big windows? And every member of mine had like their own little team of extraterrestrials that showed up. They don't want me to talk too much about it, but yeah, Charlie Kirk took me to the Galactic Federation. I don't And then he said, may the force be with you. And he told me that I was not a Sith, because I do have like an infatuation with the dark side. I mean, they're cooler, they're hotter in the movies, come on. And I respect darkness. I'm daughter of Hecate, and I'm a Scorpio rising, so I definitely am comfortable in sitting in darkness, but that's not what the world needs right now. We need to love and care for each other. I know there's a lot of animosity and hatred towards this guy. I do hope he gets to do what he needed to free himself and redeem himself and actually help the planet now that he can see. Yeah, again, I don't condone his actions. The human Charlie, I don't condone, and I don't like. The higher self of Charlie, where I could even see his past life, okay, like, I understand. Like, I agree with him in this one thing, and just one thing, okay? I agree that we shouldn't be holding hatred in our hearts, and I hope you can take a message out of this as well. Like, if you're a good Reiki person and you can imagine orbs of pink light around darkness, around places that need your help, like Sudan, Congo, Palestine, even our government officials, and I kept hearing Anunnaki, guys. It was Anunnaki, and how much control they have over their government, and celebrities too. They were mentioning celebrities, which I don't know if I really want to keep doing celebrity readings after hearing that, because it was a couple people we know. And I've done readings of. But it's so weird because in my head right now I'm seeing like levels. There's like levels to it, right? So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. I know it's controversial. Please, no hate. If you do not resonate with you, move along, okay? Again, I don't condone anything of this man, but I decide to have forgiveness, and two wrongs can't make an evil, right? Two lifesavers can't. Two red lifesavers can't. Anyways, may the force be with you. And if you are a member of the Galactic Federation, let me know, because I want to know more people. If you think this is all fake, whatever, it's all alleged for entertainment purposes. I'm just a crazy woo-woo girl in the online sphere. Bye, guys.